Now when you have all of your dilutions ready, you can go for actual plating. Each person will have 11 plates total. 5 plates with no antibiotics, just regular plates, growing media. 3 plates with a 3 microgram per ml tetracycline, 1, 2, 3, and 3 plates with a 30 microgram per ml tetracycline, 1, 2, 3. So each of you again have 11 plates. It's important to label these plates first. I put mark what plate it is, but this line over here is, if this will get scratched, this line is another way to recognize what type of plate it is. 1 line is no antibiotics, 2 lines 3 microgram per ml, 3 lines 30. So again, even if this is going to get whatever reason scratch, you still have another mark on the plate. We are not going to plate all of these dilutions on all of the plates, only on the no tetracycline, no antibiotic plates. So we are going to put 1 to the 10, and to the minus 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that's how I am going to label my plates. 1 to 10, 1 to the 10 to the 2, 3, 4, and 1 to 10 to the 5. So here are my plates labeled. I'm going to also label this plate to kind of make sure that I know that this is exactly mine. This is going to be up to your team, up to your group, what is going to be your label. I'm going to use my initials, so I will put LC on all of the plates. Again, there is going to be hundreds of plates in the thermostat, so we want to make sure that you know your plates. So this is my plate, LC. And I also, there is another way to label these plates. So this is the sample. For me, this is, for my group, is a sample 1. And this is going to be plating series 1. Your team partner will probably have the same label over here, your partner initials, and it's going to be sample 1, but it's going to be plating series 2. That's what it's going to be different between yours and your partner plate set. Same labeling I'm going to do on a tetracycline plate. However, we are not going to plate all of these dilutions. We are going to only plate first 3. So I'm going to do 1 to the 10, 1 to the 2, and 3, and the same thing over here. And again, I'll put my initials. And that is my soil 1, and it's a series 1. Now when it's all labeled, we are ready to plate, to spread the liquid on the plates. We will be plating 200 microliters. Again, we will be working with the pipette with the yellow top, and we will set up 200.0. So I will set it up and then I'll show you what numbers you want to see over here. This is 200 microliters. We need to flip these plates upside down. And I'm going to start with my non-antibiotic plates. I'm going to start with the highest dilution so I don't have to change the tip every time. Quick mix is always the good thing to do. We'll take 200 microliters and you will just put it on the surface. You don't want to really stop the jello inside. You just want to spread it on the surface. And then 200 from the next. Again, I'm going the opposite way from the highest dilution to the lowest one, so I don't have to change my tip. And the last one over here for me is this dirt. Again, be careful so you don't plug your tip. Okay. For the tetracycline plates, again, remember that we are not going to plate all of the dilution, just the first 3, but again, starting with the highest dilution. And the last one. And now I can get rid of the tip. If any time during this procedure the tip will fall off, or you touch something, you scrape something, you can get rid of the tip and get a new one. This is not that expensive. We will rather go with a sterile procedure than save one tip. Okay, I have all the liquids in my plates, on my plates. Now I just have to spread it nicely and evenly on a plate. We are going to use these beads. Those are sterile beads, so don't put your hands in. You want to put probably 4 or 5 beads on each plate. If you happen to pour more than 5, don't get them back inside the tube, that's fine. Just try your best to not to do too many. So 4 or 5 is plenty. Too many, but that's fine. Now we will just spread it. This is the fun part. I'm going to spread a couple of them at the same time. You want nicely and slowly move the beads, not just around the edges, but all over the plate. This is the first 3. You can actually do stack of all of them at the same time. This is just the easier for me. Again, nice spread all around the plate. I'm going to do 5 of them at the same time over here. You can see I flipped them all upside down. Now I'm going to get rid of the beads. We can reuse the beads, so I'm not going to put it to the trash. I'm going to use the weight bowl that I use for my soil. It should go to the trash, but I'm just going to use it to collect all of my beads. keeping the plates at this point upside down. That's how they are going to be incubated. And we are going to just make one stack. And then these guys are going to alcohol, and we will reuse them, re-sterilize them, reuse them. Before we will put all of the plates to the incubator, made by the company Thermostat, that's the reason I refer it thermostat, we need to wrap each plate with this parafilm. Simply because next week when you will come and you will be checking your colonies, there will be a lot of condensation in it. You don't want to get that mess all over yourself. So we will be kind of securing this lid to the bottom of the plate with the parafilm. You want to cut probably a piece like this. This can stretch, so it doesn't have to be that long. And you want to just stretch it all around the edges of the plate. And now this is nice and secure. You will do this with every single plate. And then you will use the tape to make your stack and put it into the incubator. So I have all of my plates in this stack, all 11, all upside down. Double check it. Now I'm going to wrap it with this tape to just hold them together. Really just make sure that they are not going to be all over the thermostat. This is a fun part. Just try to wrap it. And we'll do it one more time. Again, this is to make sure that they are not going anywhere. They are not going to separate in a thermostat. You still want to put some initials even on this plate, some mark that if you come next week, you will be able to quickly recognize your stack and find it. So I'll use my initials. I actually will use my full name. And I will actually recommend to also put the lab section or something on a plate. So if you are in a Tuesday lab, put Tuesday 1 p.m. Something, again, some more labels